So I'm Brendan Burns. I'm currently a corporate vice president at Microsoft Azure. I focus on open source cloud native computing, and I was also a co-founder of the Kubernetes open source project. One of the things that always appealed to me was, I wanted to understand how things worked. I've also really liked building things and creating things. And I think both in the studio art and in the computer science, one of the things that really appeals is that you can sort of go from an idea and nothing to something that other people can use and other people can share. That's always been kind of a compelling theme that has resonated through a lot of what I do. That building stuff has always been, going from idea to actuality has always been super interesting to me. Kubernetes is a way of building applications that is more oriented to the application itself, and it's a combination of pieces responding to the pressures of having to develop apps that scale and are up all the time, that you have to be agile and develop without downtime. It's part of a broader movement. It was a part of what Docker and containers brought in. It was part of the broader sort of DevOps movement that was happening with continuous delivery. I think what's interesting about Kubernetes is that it's turned into this amazing ecosystem, right? And so we really set out from the beginning, set out to build a community, right? We knew that it wasn't about technology, it was about community. And the only way we were going to be successful is if we could build a really broad community where everybody felt like they could have a piece of the success. And it wasn't about any individual person as much as it was about the whole project and the whole community building forward. It's been an amazing ride, frankly, to go from 3 guys in an office in Seattle to hundreds of thousands of people around the world. It's been humbling, it's been gratifying, it's been, I don't think we ever imagined that it could do what it's done. I think we had hopes and dreams, but you'd have to be pretty megalomaniac to believe, in that moment of 3 people coming together around an idea that, that this much impact was going to come from it. I really love the fact that as part of the program, you did a synthesis project, which is kind of unique in PhD programs. And, it was a project where you had to kind of combine 2 different disciplines together. I did one in networking and in robotics, and figuring out ways you could combine those 2 disciplines together. That focus, I think, on finding connections and building bridges, I think has served me well throughout. And then I think the other thing that happened was, you spent a lot of time writing and presenting your ideas. And I think the ability to write and the ability to express and convey your ideas in writing and also in presentation really stood me in good stead when I started to get into the industry and needed to advocate for my ideas, both within a company, but also within a broader sort of worldwide community.